Hi everybody, welcome to this episode of the Lavaca County News Review podcast. Now, join your hosts, Murray and Michelle, as they bring you the news from all the newspapers in Lavaca County, Texas. Okay, Murray and Michelle, take it away.
Hello everybody, this is Murray back with you on this new edition of the Lavaca County News, and this is going to be for the June 14th and 15th editions of our newspaper. Now, I don't have Michelle with me today because I gave her the day off because she's been working really hard. And plus, she's been going out on assignment, and recently she went and interviewed the president of the Shiner Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Egan Bartels. And they did a great job, and we're going to have that at the end of when I quit jacking my jaws. So stand by, that's coming up pretty soon. But before we get started on that, I want to talk a little bit about our newspapers. It's going to be fast. We're going to start with the Hallettsville Tribune-Herald. There's a front page story about Jake Heck, the band director for Sacred Heart band here, Sacred Heart High School, and for Shiner St. Paul. And he won a very distinguished award, and he's on the front page. And we have a story by our senior reporter, Jimmy Apple, talking about Flag Day. So enjoy that. Sadly, there was a crash near Sweet Home, a car and truck collision. Our good buddy Henry Joe Yasik's got his town chatter back. He's talking about Father's Day. Another crash near Moulton. Those events we don't like to report, but sadly they are news, and we do have to report on. But all your newspapers this week, friends, they've got a lot of stuff. We've been working mighty hard and got a lot of news and local events, school events, you name it. We got it because we try our best to cover the entire county. Anyway, in the Tribune, be sure and check out the classifieds, and be sure and check out our buddy Chuck Groff and his sport. He's got a lot of sports in the B section, and he's got all district Hallettsville Brahmas, and just all kind of stats and lists, and you'll just have to go check them out. We're going through a time right now where school is getting out, and there's a lot of functions going on, and family reunions, class reunions, and all kinds of things. I've got a column in here about the Great Flood of 1940. We also have that on our website, LavacaCountyToday.com, so you can check it out there. And I guess we're going to wrap up Hallettsville, being as we're trying to get through here and turn it over to Michelle and Egan. So we're going to move on now, and we are at the Shiner Gazette, where they're advertising on the front page their 44th annual Half Moon Holiday. It's set for June the 30th and July the 1st, and Michelle and Egan will give you the details of that. That'll be coming up shortly. So I'm just scrolling down rapidly through these other papers. At Shiner, they have a whole lot of color pictures. Kids getting the UIL Academic Awards, Shiner High School. So all that's going on. You need to go to the website or pick up your paper or check out your paper's Facebook page. All our newspapers have a Facebook page. You're welcome to check out things there. Check out our new advertisement for the Discover Lavaca County magazine that'll be coming out soon, and we have a lot of people enjoy that. So that's going to be it for Shiner. Like I said, big news over there is the Half Moon Holidays coming up, and like I said before, Michelle and Egan will tell you all about that. I do want to mention the Hallett Oak Gallery is having their Juneteenth celebration on the 19th, and they have a big ad in all our papers about that, so you'll just need to check that out. So we're going to wrap up Shiner with that. Be sure and check out the sports and all the other events going on in Shiner. Now we're going to jump over to Yoakum. We're at the Yoakum Herald-Times, and this front page story is about that major crash near Sweet Home that claimed the life of a lady, and we're very sad. And again, our condolences go to the family and friends of her. And we're going to scroll on down now, Yoakum, and they've got the police report. They've got their library summer program coming up, and another the same story about Jimmy Apple leaving this great story about the Flag Day. So y'all need to check that out. And like I said, here's a big thing too I didn't mention about Yoakum. They've got all the winners of the Tom Tom Fest Barbecue Cook-Off group winner. And that's great pictures, and they're all in color. So be sure and check those out. Folks over at the Yoakum Herald Times did an excellent job with this. So I hope you'll enjoy reading all that. They have the car show winners, festival winners, and just all kinds of stuff. And they're classified and what have you. So be sure and check that out. And we're going to wrap it up now by going over to Moulton. So we're going to check Moulton out. We're at Moulton now, and we're looking at front page. A citywide cleanup was a huge success. Our managing editor, Bobby Hariska, wrote that story. He's got more in here about the automobile crash that took place on FM 1680. So you want to check that out. We have a picture of the Moulton Chamber of Commerce float, and they went 1 second, I believe, in the Lockhart Parade and what have you. And Lone Star Diary, I have the story about the Lavaca County flood. And we have a write-up in here about the Hallett Oak Gallery and the Juneteenth celebration I was just talking about. And their ad is in here of telling you about what all they're going to be having on Juneteenth. You need to check out the classifieds again in Moulton. And we've got a new advertiser. First time I've seen it. It's Maxey Firearms. Robert Maxey owner. That's opened up over in Shiner. So if you're into guns or collecting guns or needing them repaired, go over there and see Mr. Maxey. I'm sure he'll be glad to help you out. So we're going to move on now, and we have the back page. We have more about the cleanup and more about the citywide cleanup. So there's also a story in here about a scam that's going on, and I believe it's going on in the entire county. So you need to check that out. But anyway, with that being said, I'm going to turn it over now to my co-host, Michelle Price, and Egan Barthels, a name well known in Lavaca County and beyond. So they're going to be talking about the upcoming half-moon holidays. Take it away, Michelle and Egan, and I'll see y'all on down the road. Goodbye.
Hey everybody, it's Michelle here. I don't have my partner Murray, but I have a special person with me, and that is Mr. Egan Barthels. Egan is the president of the Shiner Chamber of Commerce, and they are preparing for their big event. Hey Egan, how are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, thanks for having me. Glad to be on the program.
We are so excited. We know that the event's coming up, and it has a long history, right?
It feels like just this past 3 weeks it's been a long history. Actually, yes, it does. The Shiner Half-Moon Holidays began as a fundraiser for the Shiner Hospital. The planning began in the late 70s, and they had it about 1979, 1980. So we've been partying ever since, around the 4th of July. All
right, and the party starts with what event this year?
Well, I know that somebody in this conversation has a big key player in this event, but it's our Shiner pageant, our royalty pageant, which is going to be held on Sunday. Oh, I don't have my calendar here. It's Sunday,
June 25th at 6 p.m.
There it is, yeah.
At Shiner Methodist Gym. Mm-hmm. The entry fee to get into the pageant is free, so we'd love for you to come out and support all of the contestants as they begin their reign.
I got to tell you that one neat thing about having the royalty, they've been a really big part of the Shiner Chamber and all of our events. You can tell by visiting our social media and our websites. We go to a lot of events, and they're really the faces of Half Moon Holidays, and they represent our community not only here at home, but through parades throughout Central Texas and our region.
And speaking of parade, when does that happen, Egan?
It's going to be on Saturday morning, July the 1st at 10 o'clock in Shiner. They'll all line up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And bring your lawn chairs and come hang out. I tell you, I think our Grand Marshal this year is Gilbert Price.
I don't think it's Gilbert Price, but okay. I do think it's Mr. Howard Glore.
It is Howard, yeah. He was our Citizen of the Year at the Business Expo. We're really honored to have him and appreciate him leading our parade this year.
All right, but before before the parade, there is some music that starts and entertainment, and that begins on Friday night, correct?
Friday night, we have the kickoff early out at the park. We'll have a big barbecue cook-off. That begins Friday night. Entertainment on Friday evening. The popular Shiner Second Wind will kick things off, followed by a Friday night dance with the Emotions. And then if you want to talk about Saturday's schedule.
Sure.
We'll start at 11 o'clock or so on Saturday morning. So right after the parade, head on down to the park with the tradition of a Shiner Hobo Band performing, followed by Joe Bob's Bar and Grill Band. We'll also have first performance from Texas Dream Band. They'll be doing 2 sets that night. Bill Peckar and the Rainey Brothers will follow. We'll also have our awards on Saturday night under the Marin Pavilion, the big fireworks show, and then a second performance from Texas Dream Band. So Texas Dream plays twice, and they're a great cover band. And if you just want to come out and have some good times, we've got a bunch of new exciting things happening in our beer garden this year too.
So that is a couple of things I want to talk about. Is to get to see all these great local bands, how much is it going to cost someone?
Everybody gets in free, but I'll charge you $5 just because I need some money.
So I will pay $5, but everyone else, guys, you guys are free. So just think about that. Imagine that. Come out, enjoy some water, or is there going to be some other beverages out there?
Oh, we have plenty of water. I really want to, just for clarity, I'm teasing, and it's absolutely, there's no gate charge to get in to the park on Friday and Saturday. Our friends, we've partnered up with the Palace Saloon this year, and they will be running our beer garden with a lot of great adult beverages, as well as we've got, soda waters, and we'll also have water available as well. And if you get in a bind, just find a water faucet. China's got great water.
And the food availability, that's going to come from, we have some vendors coming out?
We do have some vendors that are all lined up, and they'll be offering a bunch of different fair foods. I'm sure that there's going to be, I know that One Delicious, that they have a plethora of different type of groceries with all the good fair festival food that you want, we'll have out there.
And then I know that we're still working on kids activities, but we do have the petting zoo coming and some face painting, so it will be family friendly event for sure. And definitely you can keep yourself updated with what is all going to be happening that weekend on, like Agan said, following our Facebook page. But if you wanted to sign up to be part of, because we're going to need some volunteers, I think, and we're also you can still sign up for the barbecue cook-off, correct?
Yeah, if you go to shinerhalfmoon.com, we do have, and I'll do a shameless plug here, we do have the registration for the barbecue contest to enter that. We also have a parade registration forms on there. Really, everything that you need to sign up for. We have other event information, including the tennis tournament that's going to be held Saturday afternoon, the fishing event that's down there from the 4-H Club, the Businessman's Washer Tournament. That's a couple of other added activities. Really, the Shiner Half Moon website is a resource that you can find information. And if you don't find what you're looking for and have questions, please call us at the chamber office. We'll be glad to help you out however we can.
All right. Well, it sounds like a great event that is in the works. And the fireworks, for all of you people who may be wondering, it was missed last year greatly, but it is back, and it's going back to its old location, correct?
Yeah, and I'm glad you heard it here first. For a couple of years, we had it in that lower part of Green Dixon, and we've actually worked out to move it back to its original location. So it's going to be a higher elevation and better viewing for a lot of those out in the park.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's about going to wrap it up. Is there anything else, Hagen?
Yeah, one thing I want to really say thank you to not only, to all of our volunteers. We're very, we have a very small but staff, and again, the staff we have, they're working their tails off, and again, I tip my hats to them. In addition, all of our sponsors and underwriters for this event, we couldn't do this community event. That's really what Half Moon's about, is about community. We invite everybody to come and participate. If you got plans, if you don't have plans, please come see us. And I want to go back to the fireworks display this year. That's, again, supported by Bedecker Plastics and the Casper companies here in Shiner. They're the reason why we're getting fireworks. And so thank them very, very much. And again, if you'd like to be a part of the event or want to sponsor, we still have plenty of opportunities for sponsorships as well. But again, thank you, volunteers, and thank you, sponsors, and thank you for this opportunity to be on your program and talk about Half Moon.
I'm really excited. I'm sorry Murray couldn't be here because he's so awesome. But you will catch us on the Murray and Michelle show tomorrow, as well as hearing this segment. And what time are those fireworks? There's a plan to start at. I know it has to get dark.
We'll say dark 30. It has a I know we talked about 9:15, 9:30 or something.
So somewhere after 9, find your best spot. Enjoy the evening with us. Enjoy time in Shiner. It's a great weekend, and have a great day. Thanks again for coming out and talking to me today.
Thank you very much, and y'all come see us.